Hi everyone, it's Natalie here again. Um, who knows how long it's been since you saw me last? You just never know. Could be 2 minutes ago, it could be last month. Life is fun. Uh, I'm here. I'm here because I'm really nerded out. I've been wanting to get. Oh, I'm sure you saw from the title. I've really been wanting some Beth Seilonen decks for a long time. And I've had my eye on various decks. The main one I've really been wanting is the Guardian Tarot, which I did go ahead and get. I really want to work with it and use it and utilize it and understand it deeply. I'm just into her work. I would really like to have a lot of her decks, but I find that she has a really unique perspective on things as an artist and creator. And as we know, I get as much out of learning about the creator and God, that's beautiful. Look at that. I get as much out of that as I do out of just working with the deck, right? I think a lot of the fun for me is learning about how this particular creator or that particular creator understands the tarot and how they are viewing it, how they then portray it in their art, what that means. And as I dive into that rather deeply to understand it better, what ends up happening is that I've learned a deck as well. I can't help it. Okay, this is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. It's the transition of feathers to scales, which is so marvelous. I just love that. So we get scales on the bottom. I don't know if that's showing up. And at the top we have feathers, and then on these two angles here, they're sparkly, they're glossy. There's a contrast of glossy and matte. That's stunning. God, that's beautiful. So what do we have on the back? Sometimes people walk into our lives, sometimes they fly in upon a dragon's wing. Follow the love story of an unlikely pair, Ravyness the Raven and Drakon the Dragon, through their tarot journey as they reflect and give that gentle, supportive nudge to one another to become their higher selves. This fantastical deck of 78 cards beautifully illustrates how awareness of both the light and dark components of the self and how they affect our life can empower one to make a plan to improve and grow. The context and storyline easily connect to the human experience, encouraging growth within relationships as well as personal growth. God, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And see, I'm not really into dragons. This is my first dragon deck, everybody. First one, but I knew looking at her illustration that I wanted to work with it anyway. Yeah, look at that. I really like the use of the ribbon type deck that they did here. Ooh, I don't always, but I like it for this one. It feels right. Oh, the Ravyness Drakon. God, that's lovely. I like the shape. So we've got a nice book here with all of the majors and all of the minors, I'm sure. We've got, to the dragons who have flown into my life and encouraged me to be the best possible version of myself, to continue to grow and to fly into a most incredible life, this book is dedicated to you. Thank you for being a part of my life and my world. That's wonderful. There's something so glorious and childlike about this. And these characters. Like, there's a story being told here that makes me really excited. She always seems to have a perspective on her decks. Like, there's always a narrative underpinning what her choices are. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh, that's really nice. Good whiff on this one. So yeah, we've got the preface, the introduction, a beautiful, oh God. Oh, it's told like a story. There's even dialogue. Yeah, really well illustrated. Majors, everybody gets a full page. Look at that. I really like that trend. Oh, the reality of personality. Look at that. We're going to do dark and light. This spread explores the nuances of personality as it affects the situation and helps to build a sense of self-awareness. This process is challenging and requires one to be ready for an open and honest dialogue with the self. During this reading, it is important to keep in mind that throughout this book, the positive aspects of reversals, cards with images drawn to be upside down, have been explored. Wow. So this is very specific. The Art of Change. Okay, so there's 2 of those and a conclusion. That's fantastic. All right, let's look at the cards. I know everybody just really wants to look at the cards. I do too. I like to delay the gratification for myself. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh my goodness, it's so sweet. Nice box. Yeah, that's really secure in there. Nicely done. I probably will keep it in the box, actually. Sometimes I have to ditch the box in favor of doing something different, but this is pretty reasonable. Oh, I love that. They're not edged. Most of her decks seem not to be. I don't mind that. Doesn't seem like it's necessary. So the backs are just stunning. We have the Ravyness and we have the Drakon. And it's reversible. It's gonna pick up scuff marks. That's not a big deal. Nice cardstock. It's definitely riffle shuffleable. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the Fool, Magician. There's things in his wings. Is that a mermaid? There's like a goddess, a raven, there's a pentacle. Very interesting. The High Priestess. God, that's exquisite. That is just exquisite. The size of these cards is fantastic. They're really, let's see, do I have a traditional size? I do. I've got my, I think this one's about traditional size. An Angel Tarot is one I have sitting out. Yeah, this is about normal tarot size. So these are big boys. These are big, big cards. Right, there's an Angel Tarot. I actually wish the Angel Tarot were bigger so I could read it more clearly, but we can't have everything now, can we? There's always a lot of choices to make, and you can never make everybody happy, can you? Yeah, that's really a major rule of things, I think. All right, so we'll put Angel Tarot away for the moment. I love the size of these so that I can actually read what's in there. Yeah, I was just checking to see if it was the same wing, maybe the same, yeah, I don't know. Because I see there's a goddess. Beautiful. Oh, and his tail curls up into the middle of her womb. God, that's beautiful. Okay. We have the Empress with baby dragons, but baby birds. The Emperor is Ravyness. Hierophant is Drakon. Oh, wow. That's... Wow. He's holding up that cross. Very interesting. The Lovers. The Chariot. God, that's beautiful. Look at him. They're bringing both of these together and... Oh my gosh, that's stunning. Strength. Yeah. Beautiful composition. The Hermit. Oh, bless his heart. Look at that. All of the tears in the wings. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Oh, wow. Suspended. Death. See, I can't wait to find out what the narrative is here. Temperance. He looks so delighted. This is so cute. Devil. Ooh. The Tower. God, that's interesting. Huh. Star. I really like her illustrative style. Moon. Nicely done there. Nicely done. The Sun. Judgment. And the World. Wow. Weaving together of both the Raven and the Dragon. Wow. Great. So we get Ace of Cups. 2. 3. This one definitely has its own language. 4. 5. Oh, yeah, 6. That's a delightful. It's just enough here that, you know, that is harkens back to, you know, an RWS for you to be able to really know how to piece together the narrative. 7. Oh, there's runes. So Fehu, Awaz, Raido, Berkana, Ingus, Algis. Interesting. Wow. 8 of Cups. 9. Yeah, he looks pretty satisfied. 10. Page. Oh, I love it. You gotta have the fish in the cup on the page. Just do. The Knight. Queen. I'm so curious about this stopwatch or this pocket watch that keeps flying across and coming out and popping up. And King of Cups. That's marvelous. Here comes Trinley now. Darling, you're blocking our light. Trini. Hello. He's curious about the deck. He wants to see it. Sweetie, you're blocking the light. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. Interesting. With Drakon back there. 3. Oh, he's the Drakon. It's his heart. He's in the shadow back there. 4 of Swords. 5. Huh. 6. Wow, it looks almost like Chicago. I'm so curious where she lives now. Interesting. Looks like suddenly they're in Lake Michigan. 7 of Swords. 8. 9. And 10 all. Not as horrific as it might be. I mean, we've got Drakon back here, the swords, and then maybe it's the end of their relationship, or their relationship ran out of time. I don't know. But nobody's dead, I don't think. I mean, it looks like the Ravyness is crying tears of blood, which can't be very good. Oops, there's the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. So I saw Tarot Oracle did a walkthrough of this one and seemed disappointed out in it, and I thought, well, that's because of the way he reads, because he kind of needs the decks to conform to a particular aesthetic and story, storyline or narrative, which, if you read that way, and he does, it's not so immediate. It does seem kind of samey, as he put it. But if you're really considering where Beth is coming from in terms of her narrative overall, I feel like this deck, I mean, I saw it and I thought, oh my gosh, I'd love to work with that one, because it's so beautiful, and because it was clear to me that we're looking at a narrative. We're looking at narrative through lines, and relationship. And 2 characters, we're following these characters through the journey. So there's our 2 of Wands, 3. Oh, they're on the journey together. 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, making a marvelous Ingoose. Wow, that's clever. That's very clever. 5 of Wands, interesting. 6 of Wands. Beautiful. 7 of Wands. 8. 9. And the 10. That looks to me more like the 10 of Swords, but I'm sure it's intended to represent the burden being carried. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Queen. King. Wow, there was just like a bunch of consecutive gunfire out my window. It is 5:30. 5:30 only. Good Lord. Hasn't been like this since, I don't know, like this time last year or earlier in the year. Wow. So Ace of Pentacles. Marvelous. I see what you did there. That is so clever. 3 of Pentacles. 4. I wonder if he's keeping it all to himself and then not sharing. I'm not sure. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, look at that dragon forming the Ouroboros. Wow. 6. So clearly offering or sharing. 7 of Pentacles. That's interesting. I don't know how to interpret that. That's really interesting. 8. Oh, okay. So he's at work stitching them and pulling them together. Pulling together his work. 9. Lady in the garden with her bird. I see what you did there. 10. Yeah, beautiful, flying together with some legacy that they've created together in the world. Oh, the Page of Pentacles with a little white raven. Knight. Queen. And the King. Beautiful. Oh my God, these are exquisite. So interesting. So the Ravyness Drakon is more about relationship with self parts, dark and light, and maybe about relation and relating to the world and with the world and around the world, or ideas of dark and light in our lives. Which of course is why it's done in silhouette like this on the back. I think that's brilliant. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful cards. The colors, they're just marvelous. Very contrasting to the Guardian Tarot, which is very much, again, takes its own route, looking at the relationship between humans and nature through trees. Oh my God, these are so beautiful. Okay. I mean, they're going to shuffle like a dream. I'll go ahead and shuffle them because I can always put them back in order very easily. Let's just look. They're going to be, yeah. Here we go. Stunning. Very easy to shuffle. Yeah, they're very bendy, but really sturdy. They are really big cards, but I kind of feel like that's helpful given the illustration. There we go. And then, yeah, they're gonna overhand so beautifully. Anyone up for a jumper? Because, yep, they want to jump. So we'll take 3 jumpers. We have a Knight of Cups. We almost had a jumping cup back there behind me. We have a 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, something got blown over outside. And an Empress. Beautiful. So without knowing any of the story here, just going from what we know of the tarot, we could say, and kind of like looking directionally here, the Knight of Cups is really sort of in love or with pursuing this concept of balance and how to lovingly, compassionately create that balance. And make it something that's fertile, something that can be offered and nurtured in the world and around the world. Beautiful. I bet this will read directionally really well. Let's just look. Let's just try that. Here's the Chariot. Ace of Cups. So these aren't so directional right at the moment. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're sort of each existing in their own place in that spread here. What about Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Wands? Yeah, these aren't quite so directional. It'd be like creating a victory from a fresh start. You know, like a major change of bringing things together, creating a fresh start. Oh, there's some directionality. Put that one in the middle there. Oh, look at that. Yeah. And where you see similar symbols popping up in the deck, you know, there'll be opportunities to draw those together. I can see like this clock is always popping up, as well as the sort of bejeweled locket, you know, heart locket, this tree goddesses, kind of harkening back to the, wow, that sun and the spinning of that wheel. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, lots of ways to draw those together. Look at how the King of Cups is overseeing everything here. Yeah, these are going to be a lot of fun to play with. Oh, look at how the King of Cups and the Hermit. Oh, yeah. Literally not seeing eye to eye. They're a slightly different level of the eye, and then having to move onward to safe ground on its own. Interesting. Yeah, wow. Yeah, these are going to be stunning. These are going to be stunning. Ooh. Yeah, wow. How exciting. I'm really excited. Really excited to play with this and get into the world of this deck. All right. There we go, friends. So there is the Ravyness Drakon Tarot. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautifully pulled together and appointed. I'm very, very excited. So you'll probably see more of this deck, either reading with it, or I'd actually really love to do more of things where like I just pull the spreads out of the books and read with the different spreads in the books. Because I always think that's a lot of fun. I love using the spreads in the books, and using that as a way of getting to know the deck a lot better has been a lot of fun this year. So yeah, there we are. All right, friends, I'll see you again in the next one. Bye. Okay, real quick addendum here. Something I just discovered that kind of is a problem. I've been trying to put my deck back in the box, and it won't fit or close. I don't know if that's visible. Like, there's quite a gap. So it seems that like once you get, it's so disappointing because it's so perfect. Once you get it out of the box the first time, it really doesn't want to go back in there. And I've tried a couple of different things, like stacking it up really tightly, getting the cards to face one way, getting to face the other way. You know, it doesn't seem to matter like how tightly you get it comprised. Putting them back in and getting them to fit and not kind of slide all over the top, because the way they were held with the band kind of maybe tightened them. I don't know. Maybe I can still put the band back on. I don't know. But then you put the book back in and it won't close. And it like almost wants to bend at the top. So yeah, that's kind of not great. I've never had that particular problem come about with a Schiffer deck before. It's kind of irritating. I like to show these things because I think it's good for the publisher to know, like, this is kind of a problem functionally, because I know they're trying so hard to create something that's really functional. I've watched them go through various different iterations of different styles of boxes and ways of putting things together to make them come together and work well. So you see that's kind of put in there pretty tightly and snugly. And then if I put the box or put the book on top of it, it doesn't shut. It just won't close all the way. But it's not, I mean, it's intent. I thought, well, maybe there's not a magnet in there. So I tried closing it. And there is, because, yeah, there is a magnet to keep it snug. So I don't know. I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that one in there. Anyway, I got a phone call coming through, so I will talk to you all again later. Bye.